Hi, everybody. Um, I wanted to give you a short video to orient you to the Google Drive resources for our event. And so, what I'm showing here is Paul and Prudence's training folder. Um, we talked about this a bit, but let me show you some more things about it. The top item is the shortcut. You see the little arrow to the folder for this event. Below that are homework folders, one for Paul, one for Prudence. Now, these are homework folders for the traditional training program where observers go to a project launching workshop to observe it. So we won't be using this homework folder for this event. I just wanted you to see that it's there and what it is. We may use some of the files in here, but for the most part, we won't be doing homework for this event in these folders. And then these other three files support managing finances when a trainer has to travel to a project launching workshop. So let's go into the folder for our event. And you saw these earlier today, the config resources. And so in here is the configure handbook. I have to hit the browser's back button to get back to where I was. Notice the shortcut takes you somewhere and changes the breadcrumbs up above. So, for example, you see we're in Trainer Hub projects, and then in this particular uh, event folder, if I hit the config resources, the breadcrumbs change. It takes me where that the shortcut points. And so, if I want to get back, I'll have to hit the browser's back button here. Here's the configure handbook and workbook and a video on how to do configure. So for now, and for today, day one, some of the homework you have involves the handbook. So either open that or download it to have it handy. So I'll go back. English resources. It's this folder that holds the governing documents for being a trainer and what you need to do to run a project launching workshop. Uh, I've added to this the schedule that we looked at today in day one. And then want to point out that this file starting with one dash is the lesson plan. And so that's another part of today's homework is to open that, look at it, and to consider some questions. And so we'll look at the other documents later. But let me go back and show you that I've added this daily summary and homework file. So open that, and that will give you the Google Drive, Google Doc format for this file. So you see on the left, day one, there's summary and day one homework. So I'm hoping here to create the summary of the material we cover for a day and then create for you the homework to cover that day's material. And so hopefully you'll recognize everything in here is what we covered today. And um, notice I highlighted here that we'll continue this topic, FCBH using render project, on day two. So we'll get back to that tomorrow. Um, and then here's the homework section. So please consider this homework section. I'm trying to keep it short. So there's just two major topics. One is getting the program installed, render program, and the render training project downloaded. And the other is to open the lesson plan and start looking at how it's designed. I have you reading a few pages, the first 3 or 4 pages or five, um, but then just looking at the design, how it's set up. We won't get into much of it today just because there's already enough to do. All right, with that, I'll close and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.